But when you look at the road to winning, people look at you and they're like, you're a success. But your road has so many more steps. Those steps are infinite. Sometimes you get to see them, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're there, other times they're wobbly. You don't know if that next step is going to be there, but you have enough belief in yourself to say, I know it's there. I'm going to take that step. I may miss the step, I may fall, I may get scraped. That step may go into quicksand, but I know there's another step. I know it. I believe inside me that there's another step that I have to take, that somebody else isn't making me take. Those steps are infinite. Winning is infinite. Those steps are infinite.
Of course, if your self-esteem is big, like huge champions, I mean, legends like Serena or Venus, and I had this discussion with Richard Williams, their father, and he told me my main focus was to create two young ladies that were believing in themselves in general. And he said to me this, and I believe it, whatever they would have done, they would have been successful. We chose tennis, but if they would have wanted to be runners or singers or whatever, they would have succeeded because they had this incredible self-esteem that they have. And you'll see that whatever they're going to do after tennis, they're going to be successful.
I think from the get-go, I believed I could do it. You know, it just seemed so real to me. I'd already gotten sponsors, I was already winning competitions, and I saw the pros, you know, making a great living at what they were doing, and I just figured, like, God, if I could just get to that point, you know, I think I could make a bit of a living out of this.
Why would you do crazy efforts, working crazy hard to achieve something you don't really believe in? Why would you put yourself at risk to fail if you don't deeply believe that at the end you're going to make it? I'm not saying that people never fail. Of course they fail, and Serena failed many times in tennis too. But we remember what she achieved, which is much bigger.
Serena Williams.
I mean, I just never think I'm gonna lose. I just don't want people to think I'm too cocky or anything. And
you're only as good as your last win. So I hate losing. I mean, that's no secret. So, but you gotta lose. I feel like every time I lose, I get better. And I think it's important for me to have losses. Just the fewer, the better for me.
I think a lot of people they see you run and they say, "Oh, it looks so easy. You really look effortless." But before it gets to that point, hard. It's like hard work. It's day in, day out, sacrifice, day in, day out.
The confidence comes from preparation. You know, so when the game's on the line, I'm not asking myself to do something that I haven't done thousands of times before. When I'm prepared, I know what I'm capable of doing, I know what I'm comfortable doing, and I know what I'm not comfortable doing. You know, and so in those moments, if it looks like I'm ice cold or not nervous, it's because I've done it thousands of times before. So what's one more time?
No, I've never been afraid. I mean, obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills. I have total confidence in my skills, so I'm not afraid. You know, if you put your mind to doing whatever you want to do, you know, good things can happen. That shot gave me the idea that I could be better than what people think, and I can, you know, surpass any expectations that I may have for myself.
The start is just every day do something you didn't do the day before.
If you just pay attention to the details, you pay attention to the details, those distinctions are easy to see. Everybody talks about working hard, showing up early, showing up late, doing all. Everybody can do that. Everybody can do that. It's the mannerisms of the way they carry themselves. It's the way they compete. It's the way they listen. It's the way they absorb information, how coachable they are. The one thing all my athletes in business, in sports,